Hi, and welcome to another Miss Val Vlogs. I'm Valerie. Today was not the day I got my life together, unfortunately. I spent a lot of time on the internet watching YouTube videos, ironically. Shout out to Vin Phillips. I watched some of his older pranks. Maybe one or two I haven't seen before. I've seen most of them. Like, you make me giggle sometimes. But I watched a lot of do-it-yourself life hacks. Like, life hacks are supposed to be easy, but as I was watching them, like, all I could think about was how hard they were. So, sorry for my appearance. I didn't do a lot with my hair. I didn't put on any makeup, but I did take a shower today, which is a step in the right direction. So, pretty excited about that. I know Olaf is too. And I know this is kind of an awkward angle, but I wanted you to be able to see what I'm doing on the counter. Last time when I tried the donut hole thing, I only used one hand and it didn't go very well. Well, none of it went very well. So I washed my counter, I peeled my potatoes. I saw this really cool hack to cut potatoes with one of those apple core peeler things. I don't know if any of you remember them. Like, my grandma had one. I thought I had one. It has like the round thing and then the wedges around it, and you push it over the apple and it cores it and it cuts it supposedly perfectly. And I saw a hack to use one of those to cut potato wedges, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I have potatoes I need to use. Guess what? Can't find it. So I thought curly fries would be really good. So I googled, I searched for do-it-yourself curly fries. And I saw a couple interesting videos. One, actually in both of them, they had a vegetable slicer, which made the perfect curls. And yeah, I don't have that. So that's not happening either. In one they fried them, and another one she baked them. And so I'm just gonna the thing is, one of the things that got me started thinking about this, I think, is I saw this hack on how to cut fruits and vegetables, and you take a pop can and you take off this top part, right, like with a knife. But I'm gonna try it with a can opener first, just because I feel like the knife thing is more dangerous, and I can't even get the can opener to fit on the pop can. So gonna try to find was in the sink. So just gonna grab a paper towel here. Fix that. Okay, so this is my favorite little paring knife. The water in the sink is like soapy, it's fine. And then I imagine it's gonna be like how my dad taught me how to open a can when you don't have a can opener. You just you put your knife point on it and gently. Yeah, that didn't work. Gently tap it. Okay. So I think part of the issue was I was going for in here when I should have been going for around here. I don't know if you can see that. We'll try it again here. You need to make a series of strategic. Jeez. You know, this would be better if it had more weight to it. Unfortunately, I wouldn't want to do it with soda in it because I would be afraid that I would get metal bits in the soda. I think one more and we might have it. Okay, so this was a train wreck. Oh, it's still attached. Let's try one more here. Jiminy Christmas, this is ridiculous. Okay. this is to not get cut on all these jagged aluminum pieces. But the goal in the hack was to make a nice round hole in the top of the can. Yeah, that's the top of the can right there. That's lovely. Okay, so far this is pretty dangerous. And then in the bottom of the can, oh my goodness, my knife's stuck. Ugh, there we go. Make a couple of strategic cuts here. So it's like a U shape. And then, oh shoot, I don't think I was supposed to put that out. Let's put it back in there. So then there's that gap there, right? Now, in the video I saw they did this with a cucumber. A potato is definitely a different consistency. So then, oh, and then there's those little metal bits I was worried about. So I don't have a lot of faith that this is going to work, but I decided to try it because I couldn't find my apple slicer thingy. So then you take it and you put it in that spot. Maybe if I cut it in half, or even again like a quarter, so it's not a big a piece. And then we're using that U we just made to, yeah, this is not working at all, guys. It's supposed to be like slicing the potato, but all it's doing is like mushing up the end of the potato. So that's out. But it was something I had to try, right? Because you never know unless you try. So we're just gonna toss these things down here. Got some bamboo skewers. Okay. I'm gonna try it with this piece of potato. It's already been ruined by the soda can. And you're supposed to try to get it on there like evenly. That's, there we go. See how it's like potato on a stick? Okay. Then you're supposed to carefully like curl it yourself. I'm a little gun shy about this one. I'm afraid it isn't going to work very well. I've got it, I'm trying to like angle it around the potato. I've been in a kitchen with my great-grandma on and off most of my life. I have a little bit of amateur experience. I actually work in a kitchen when I do work. So this is something like I'm hesitant to do. But like, if you don't, this did not work. And you're not comfortable with a knife, definitely don't try holding it while you're doing it. This, I mean, didn't really, I basically just sliced a potato on a stick. It looks mutilated. I'm going to take the same stick, the other part of the potato, and then I'm going to try like, it's basically, I don't know how to do it any differently. I'm just like angling the knife and moving it around the potato that happens to be on a stick. like stretch out your potato and have these nice rings, and all I have is a broken potato on a stick. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead and cut the potatoes, kind of try to salvage this one. I wanted to do like fries in the oven. I don't feel like frying them. One, it's a big greasy mess. Two, it's not as good for you. Tastes delicious, but it's just not as good for you. So here's that disaster. Luckily, I like to make my own homemade fries. Anyway, I'm gonna get, for stuff like this, I like a bigger knife. Slice it like that. And then, I hope you can see this okay. Then you get these pieces and just give them a couple slices so you have like little fries. I'm gonna get, like I said, I work in a restaurant. When I only work 2 days a week because I have trouble dealing with everyday life. I actually have a note from my psychiatrist. I only work 2 days a week. I don't recommend only working 2 days a week. It sucks. You don't get paid enough. So I'm gonna put these in this enormous sour cream container. Get them out of the way while we're not using them. And then when we put seasoning on them, we can just shake them up in this big container. And so make nice. I like to do it this way. It makes nice longer looking fries. Put them in the container. So cut the potato in half. Then out of the half cut, I'm left-handed, so I do everything backwards, but cut along lengthwise. And then take those pieces and just cut them lengthwise. And I really need to clean my oven. I made a pizza on the rack and it's starting to smell in here because my oven's preheating at 425. I'm just gonna wing it. Gonna put some seasoning on these, put them in the oven at 425. Bake them and see what happens. So, and then the seasoning I wanted to use, got a lot of fries in here. It looks pretty good. The seasoning I wanted to use, I don't have all the ingredients for. It was, well, first of all, it was a batter, which would have flour and water in it in addition. But I'm just going to use the spices, and I don't have all of them, so I'm going to use a couple of my own. Let's see. So, finding a measuring spoon. Here's half a teaspoon. Okay. One of the ingredients it doesn't call for, but I use all the time, are Red Star nutritional yeast flakes. I feel like if I put a couple of teaspoons of that in there, it'll be healthier. Maybe make me feel better about myself. I don't know. It's kind of a head game. The yeast flakes and this other seasoning, I have a little bit I borrowed from a friend. You can buy it at Walmart. It's called Nature Seasoning. It's a mix of like salt and pepper. It's got garlic in it. Whatever. So I'm just going to put a teaspoon of that in there. those are my go-to seasonings. Now this recipe that I wanted to use but don't have all the ingredients for called for 2 teaspoons of salt. That seems like an excessive amount. I think I'm just going to do 1. Especially with the nature seasoning already having salt in it. And then it calls for a teaspoon of garlic powder, which I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic powder there. A teaspoon of cayenne pepper, which scares me, and a tablespoon of paprika, which I also feel like is a very excessive amount. 2 tablespoons of paprika. Let's see. Because I'm a wussy, I'm just going to use like 1. That was a heaping one, so maybe a little more than 1, but definitely not. And that was a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. And put the lid on this. Mix it up. Get that out of the way. I don't see Olaf anywhere. He got the heck out of the way. Okay. So this is what they look like with their seasoning on them. Got a red color because of the paprika. And let's find a cookie sheet here. Technically, a cookie sheet is completely flat. This has edges. I think that makes it a jelly roll pan, but I don't really care. I'm going to spray it with some non-stick cooking spray. And then dump these on it. Very interesting looking and smelling. I don't know how I feel about this. But like I said, I don't, I don't know. I don't have a lot in the fridge. Everything I have to make. It motivates me to get up and make something. Making something motivates me to have to do the dishes. I mean, it doesn't motivate me. Like, I don't feel like, yeah, woohoo, let's go do the dishes. But, I guess it makes me have to do it out of necessity. So I'm going to put these in the oven. And start my water boiling. I have no idea how those are going to turn out. So I'm also going to make some 50% whole grain macaroni and cheese. Now, this is the part I don't understand, guys. A lot of things, they're making a lot of things healthier, okay? Like, a lot of people want to be more health conscious and whatever. Okay, so, like, I'm broke. I had to buy regular peanut butter instead of the Simply peanut butter. And I read the ingredients, and it's literally, like, peanut, sugar, oil, salt. It's simple. I don't know how much simpler you can get than that. My margarine is, I can't believe it's vegan. Instead of I can't believe it's butter, I can't believe it's vegan. I was buying a really expensive one, but you know what? I don't understand how it works. They all have the same stuff in them. So the thing that gets me is with whole grain pasta, ancient grains, everyone being all super healthy, why is my Kraft macaroni and cheese only 50% whole grain? Why is it not 100% whole grain? Probably when it tastes as good, that's why. Probably when it tastes as good. So, I don't know what else to rant about tonight, guys. I got dishes to do, food to cook. Thank you for coming out.